There are quite a few companies that you can use to register a domain and buy a hosting package from, the likes of GoDaddy.com, HostGator.com, oneandone.com, SiteGround.co.uk, 123-reg.co.uk. By the way, you don't have to take any notes. I'm going to put all these in the resources section for you. As I said, there are many companies you can use, and as this will be your first time creating an app, I would recommend to use a cheap hosting account so that you can experiment with the app builder, which I'm about to show you. Try to register the domain as well as the hosting package from the same provider unless you are a bit techy and you can change some settings. And for those who got some technical knowledge, it is the DNS settings that you probably need to change or tweak. Once you have a domain name and a hosting account, you are now ready to start. By the way, you need a Linux hosting account, not a Windows account. I'll see you in the next lecture. Now that we have a hosting account and a domain name, there are a few things we need to consider. The platform we will install is called Siberian CMS and is found at siberiancms.com. It is an open source platform and is free to use for one site only. In order to install Siberian, it has to be installed on either the root domain, your main domain name, or a subdomain. You cannot install the platform on a subfolder. It will not work. That is how the developers made this program. So either install it on your domain, http://www, or even without the W's, it doesn't matter, your domain name.com, or http:// your platform, or you can call it apps, whatever, .yourdomainname.com. You cannot install it on a / platform. Simply not work at all, guys. Okay, so you need to consider whether you want to install the platform on a root domain or your main domain or on a subdomain. For me, as a business, I will always install it on a subdomain, not on the root domain, because that will just kill the whole website for me. Okay. We also need to create a MySQL database via your cPanel hosting account. Now, let me show you how that is done. Okay guys, I am on one of my cPanel accounts. As you can see, it looks like this. Now, for some of you, this will be a bit different. It might look like something like this. So it all depends on what your hosting provider has actually given you for a cPanel. All of this is just a theme. So the theme is a bit different from one cPanel account to the other. So there is nothing to be alarmed of. So all the content will be exactly the same, like the files are right at the top here. But with this other cPanel, it's right in the middle. So as I said, there is nothing to worry about. If your cPanel account looks completely different, you will have exactly the same functionalities and tabs. So the first thing we need to do is to go to databases and then MySQL databases and click on that. Now I need to create a database. So for example, I'll call it live. And as you can see, it's Emily GIF _ Emily GIF. That's my account username, and then it will be followed by an underscore, and then the name that you're going to be specifying. So create database, and then I need to go back. Now I need to create a user for my database. Say I'm going to call them live as well. You can call it anything you want, but I'm just going to keep it the same as my database name. And the password, I'm just going to use the password generator here, which gives me a very secure password. And use create user. Now that I've created the database and I created a user, I need to link both together. So I need to go down, and then from add user to database, I need to select the database and the user and then add them together, and then I need to specify the privileges for that database. So I'm going to tick this, and that will take all the privileges you can see here, and then make changes. And that's how easy it is to create a MySQL database inside your cPanel account. Hi guys, and welcome back. What we need to do now is to go to SiberianCMS.com website to download the installer file. So if I open my browser in a new window and type in www.siberiancms.com, I'll be taken into this website. Now if you scroll down, there are three different levels: the single app edition, the multi-apps edition, and the platform edition. Now we're going to be downloading the single app edition. Now the multi-app edition and the platform edition we're going to be discussing at a later lecture. Okay, so if I go right to the top and choose and download, and I need to select the first option, which is to create one app, and I will be transferred into the download section, in which I need to click on this yellow button here, download it free, and I need to save this installer file. It's only one file, it's called index.php, so I need to save it somewhere. I've already done that, so I'm not going to do that. Now I need to upload my installer file into my hosting account. So what I need to do is to head back into my cPanel account. Now there are two ways I can do that. I can either use an FTP software. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. Now if you're not familiar with an FTP software at all, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you how you can use it. Or there's another way as well, which you can do, is go to the file section and then the file manager, and then you need to upload your index file into this section here. So what I need to do is click the upload button here. Now before doing anything, I need to make sure that the file I'm going to upload is writable as well as executable. So I need to do all that. So it's going to have to be 7.5 or at least 5 or 777. So I need to make sure that all of these are being ticked, and then I need to go to the browse, and then I need to upload my index file here. After doing that, you need to go to your domain name. So open a new tab, and I need to go to emilygifts.co.uk, and that's where I've uploaded my index file, and press the return button, and there you go. That's the welcome to Siberian CMS landing page. Now if you have any problems, Siberian CMS installer will show you some error messages in red right in this section here, but now everything seems to be fine to me, so I can start the installation process. Next, I need to click this button, and I need to agree to the terms and conditions. So tick the I agree and press the next button. And then if you remember, we've already created a database, so I need to insert the information here. So my host is called localhost. If it's otherwise, you need to contact your hosting provider. Usually it is the local host, or if you have any other name for the host, then your hosting provider will have sent you all the information when you open the account. My database name was called emilygif_live, and the database user was the same, and my password, I've actually put it here. Okay, so click next. Your database connection is properly set, that's fine. So now I'm starting to, now you can see the installation is going through just fine. So really all you have to do is create a database, create a user, link both together with all the privileges to that user to use the database, and just put the information into your installation folder here. So now just going through the installation process, and that should take really less than a minute or so. Now while this is going through, I've chosen for this testing purpose to put this on my testing domain, emilygifts.co.uk. Now if you choose to put it on a subdomain, that obviously that is your choice. Now I need to put my email address, and I need to set my password, and then click the next button. Now the admin section has been successfully created, so now I need to create an app. So let's call it test and click next. The app has been successfully created and it's done. Click next, and that will take me to the back office. So anytime you need to access your back office or the back end or the CMS, for the admin section it's called the back office, which is emilygifts.co.uk, and that's my domain /back office. So whatever your domain is, /back office. Now if I put all my credentials here, log in, there you go. You can see here I've been taken into my dashboard, and there is already one user being created on the 13th of January, which is now. You'll also see some messages as well. You can ignore them or you can read them for further information to what has been already pre-done via the developers of Siberian as well. Okay. Hi guys, and welcome back. Let's have a look at what this CMS is all about. Now once you log in into your backend, you're gonna come to the dashboard and you're gonna see the numbers of users here. Now we've only got the one user because we're only using the free account, so that's okay. Now right at the top we've got the dashboard, you've got the manage, which has got users, applications, previews and templates, the appearances, the settings, and the messages. Now on the settings tab you've got the general, accounts, modules, APIs, the push, communication, translation, and you can also log out from here as well. Now if you go to the manage and then user tab, you'll be able to specify different users. Now you can create additional users, however there is no point in doing so because you're using the free account. Now if you're using the second or the third option, you can start creating new accounts as well. Here you can edit the user, or you can go into and log in into your app from here as well, or you can delete this particular user. The application tab, you'll be able to go through the general information, which is the name of the application, which is, we've called it test, and this is the bundle ID, so please do not play about with it, just leave it as is. You can put your domain name here if you want, but just leave it as blank for the time being. And then the device iOS information and the Android, for now you don't have to do anything with that either because you're only using the free edition. If you invested in the premium editions, then you know these settings will be slightly different, whereby you can tweak them. Now if you go to the appearances, here you'll be able to upload a logo to your app design section, and I'll show you how in a second, and the favicon as well. Now if I click the browse button to change the logo, now for example I'll call it my app, and in a second you'll be able to see this logo in my design view section. Now from the settings tab, if I click the general, and that is important for you to fill all the information, and in the accounts section you'll be able to see all the privileged account users here. The modules section, if you have the second or the third edition or the premium editions of, you'll be able to add different themes or add different modules, or if you purchased a premium module, you'll be able to upload it from this section, but for now we can just ignore it. The APIs are very important for you. If you have an Instagram account, you need to put your token and the client ID here. For Facebook users, if you need to integrate your Facebook account into your app, then you need to create an app ID and a secret key. Now that is found via your Facebook account. You can't just create any account here. You need to already have an app ID and a secret key via your Facebook account. Now, if you need to embed YouTube or you need to search YouTube through your app, then you need to have the API key as well here. Now, if you need to embed any music from your SoundCloud account, then you need to put the client ID and the secrets ID here, and then you need to save all the information. This is very important, guys. You need to fill all that before you start building your app. Now, failure to do this, you're going to find an error message, which I'll show you in a second. And that will be due to the fact that you haven't got an app ID or a secret key, for example, on here. So that is very important for you to fill all the information. Okay, now for example, the likes of the translation, you don't have to waste your time with it, because not unless if you translate it, you can translate all the information and upload it, but for now we're just going to be using English as the main language. As far as the communication, you can ignore it. The push notification button, if you have a GCM key, you need to put it here, and the sender ID here for the push notification. But for now, I'm just going to ignore it, and I'm going to show you how you can start using the push notifications at a later lecture. Okay, so this is like a quick overview of the dashboard of what you really need to do. Now you can see here you've got 48 messages. Well, I've just installed this, so why all these messages? So let's have a look. You can either click the message tab, or you can click the link that was provided a few seconds ago. Now on here you'll be able to see all the updates from the developers, and you'll see what has been done so far. Now there is one thing that I've not shown you, is how to update your platform. At the moment I am on version 3.1.5 or 3.15. So what I need to do is go to the settings tab and then modules again, and then take this button, check for updates, and you'll be able to see any new updates here. Now I've got 3.15.1 available for me, so I can click the install, and I'll be able to install the update. Now the installer has said that it's finished installing, so let's see if I've got the latest version or not. So if I press the refresh button, there you go, I've got version 3.15.1. so this is how you can update your platform, or the back end, or the back office, whatever you want to call it, from here. Okay, hi guys, and welcome back. Let's get started getting familiar with the app editor, as well as starting creating our first app. So the first thing you need to go is your domain name or your subdomain, the one that you've chosen for the installation, and put all your credentials here and log in. You'll come to this page. Now you've got this interface or the editor. On the right hand side you've got the mobile emulator for iPhone 5, iPhone 6, Android and HTML5 phones, and on the left hand side you've got the design. So you get to select your design and then you move into the colors, the features, what you need to put on your app, the application, and then the publication. We're going to go through all of these steps. So the first thing we need to do is to change your template. Initially you will have a plain template. So from the left hand side you can choose what category you want. At the moment there are only 3 different categories. You've got the fairground pizza for a restaurant or a local business, and the DJ for music. So you just select any of these for now, because we're going to change it and tweaking it as well. So if I click the DJ template, and then move on to number 2, which choose your layout. So what button options that you want. So for example, if you select the 3rd option, you'll see the buttons displaying here. Now at any point in time, if this emulator does not work properly for you, you can always refresh and that will change as well. Now let's change the background images here. Choose your home page image. Now the recommended sizes for different devices, you've got 640 by 1136, 1242 by 2208 and 1536 by 2048. So if you click the change your picture here, and what I've done, I've already created some images to display. And as you can see, it fits perfectly. So press the OK button. Just make sure you've got the right size. And then for the second image, just made them just bang on the right size. You can always change, if the image is a bit too big, you can always crop it through this resizer editor. So click OK and go through the 3rd image. Press open and OK, and that is it really. So if I press the refresh button, there you go. You can actually see my layout and my background image here as well. So if I choose the second layout, so I'll have smaller buttons and press the refresh, you'll be able to see the changes immediately on the right hand side. Now for any reason at all that you can't see the changes on the emulator here, just press the refresh key. On Windows it's Control F5 and you'll hard refresh your browser or your page. Okay, then we need to go to the 4th section here, which choose your country and select what country you're from. So that will bring in the pound signs for me, United Kingdom, and then choose your font style. I'm just going to leave it as Arial here. So now the changes are live. You don't have to do any, you don't have to press any buttons to save. It's already pre-saved for you. Now the next step is to go to the colors option, of which you need to select your colors. Now if you hover over any of these, or if you click any of these, sorry, you'll be able to see the what. Now once you are in the color options, if you click any of these colors, you'll be able to know exactly what the header color is, what the subheaders, the connect buttons are. So if you don't know what all these sections are, all you have to do is just click on each of these colors, and that will highlight the color that needs changing, and will blank out in black all the rest here. So when you do any changes at all, it will become live, as you can see on the right hand side. So you can select what color that you want, and that will change. Okay, so if I go back and the same colors, if you click the subheader, it's this section. The connect button is this section. The background, which is the background of the app. The comments right at the bottom here, and so on. So you get the picture. So you click on any of these colors, it will highlight that particular color on the emulator on the right hand side, and will blank out in black everything else. Okay, and then on here, if you select the tab bar, at the moment it's transparent, but if you want to choose a different color, you can do so. Just untick the transparent and you can select whatever color that you want here. I'm just going to leave it as transparent for now. And then the icons as well, and the font. So if for the font, you can change the color, and for the icons as well here. Okay, so this is how easy it is to change all the colors for your app. So play about with it, change, modify, and so on, up until you get the right colors for your app. And in the next lecture, we're gonna see how we can embed all the app features here. Hi guys, and welcome back. Now that we've customized our look and feel of the app, we need to hit to the features section so we can add the app features, and that's where all the fun starts. So click on the featured button. Now, if you previously selected a template, then you might have some of the pages already pre-inserted here for you. If you selected a blank template, then you will not see anything here. If you scroll down, and in the add pages section, you're going to see all the features that you can have in your app, and you can also categorize it here. So you've got the social media, your contact, the monetization, customization, integration, events, and the miscellaneous, the likes of weather, maps, and so on. Okay, so if I click the all, and then I've already got a news wall. If you haven't got it here listed, all you have to do is click the news wall, and that will be inserted automatically for you, but it's already added. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit the news wall section to see what has been already pre-made for me. So you can see there's already an article here which has already been done. So say for example I needed to insert a new article or a new news feed. So what I need to do is click the plus sign and add my title. Welcome to our app, and the date is today's date. Subtitles: welcome to you all. Hi all, this is only a test, thank you. And you can insert an image. Let's say I want to insert this image. Now if it's already large, then you can actually crop it, and it will, so all you have to do is just drag the crop feature and scroll down or up, and now it's going to be, so this is what is going to appear on your app. So I just want to position it right, and then click the OK button. Now that you've done, press the OK, and you're going to see it right at the top here. So if I click my picture, you're going to see, hi all, this is only a test, thank you, and people can comment, and you can also like it. If you hit the back button, you're going to see these two. So you can also add as many pages as you want here, or click the back arrow. Now you can also tweak the background design or the background color. This is an image, by the way, so you need to insert an image to replace it. So for example, I'm gonna change the image to, say for example, this, and then I can also crop it to fit, and it will be displayed here for me. Okay, so this is how easy it is to add a background image to your news wall. Now, as far as the design or the actual layout is concerned, you can choose what layout you want. You want to display an article after the other with a smaller images or larger images, or two articles side to side, or two side to side and then one big article and then another two sides to side, and so on. So you get to select what design you want to implement here. And that's how you insert a news wall. So again, if you want to insert a news wall, if it's not already in your pages, all you have to do is go down to add pages and click the news wall section, and you're going to see it added right here, okay, just before the my account and the more feature. If you want to delete it, so press the X icon, okay, and it will be automatically removed for you. And that's how you add a news wall to your app. Hi guys, embedding a discount code or a discount voucher is very easy with this platform. All you have to do is to go to add pages and click the discount from here, or via the monetize. You can also change the page name as well as the icon display here as well. So if you don't like this icon, you can select any of these icons, and you can also add a new icon for you. So I'm just going to change the icon, and I'm going to leave the page name as discount as well, or coupons. And you can keep it as active, and you can have it as social share as well. Now to add a new coupon, click the plus sign and then add a picture if you want. And as usual, we need to crop the image to fit. And then I need to add the name of the coupon, 10% off. And my description will be, print or bring this coupon to any of our stores to get 10% of your shopping. Now the condition is 10% off. Now I can use only once, or I can keep it as is. And when will this promotion end? So I can specify a specific date, or I can click the limited and I can just remove that, and then I can remove this at a later date. So I'm just going to keep it as today and the 29th of January and click OK. Let's have a look how this coupon actually displays. So I've got 10% off coupon. So the condition is 10% off. So I need to either print this or bring it down to the local store, and then I can be entitled to 10% off. And that's how you can embed a coupon within this app maker. Now you can also add new coupons or different offers or promotions via clicking the plus sign here. You can also change the backgrounds as well as the layout of these coupons, how you want them to be displayed on your particular app. Hi guys, and welcome back. There are a couple of ways you can add products or services into this app maker. The first one is to go down, go to monetize, and then click on the catalog. And then you'll see here you can add a main category. So let's call it, for example, shoes, and press OK. And then you can add a subcategory as well, but I'm not going to bother with that for now. Click on product and call it men's shoe. Description, price 25. You don't have to bother writing the pound sign, because that will be formatted for you. You can add a picture, and then just crop it where you want the image to be. So it's gonna have to be the right size. You can't, it's gonna have to be square size, unfortunately. So you need an image with square. So let's leave it to that. You can also have a product format. So click the off, it will show as on. Now, for example, the first format is, you can have it as small, and you can have it as 25 pounds, and then you can have a large, and then that will be 35 pounds. You can add more, so you can have it as X large and have it as, for example, 37 pounds. If you're happy with that, click OK for the image, and then press the OK right here, and the product will show here. Now to add another product, so click product, and we can set it ladies shoe, for example. Luxury ladies shoe, price say 52 pounds. Add a picture, open, and then we need to crop it. Just make sure that it is a square picture, the one that you're going to be choosing, and then you can have a format as well, so, or not if you decide not to. Small at 52, you can have large at 56, and so on and so forth. So we need to press the OK button for the image. So we're happy for this to be cropped as that, and then click the OK button. And now we've got two different products here. So if I click on the men's shoe, you'll see the picture, the background, your description, and then the prices here. And you can also tweak the design as well, and the background. So on the background, you can change this background and the design as well for the display. Now the second option to add a restaurant menu, for example, is to click the set meal, and that will take us to this option here. So click the plus sign, for example, call it pizza 1, and the price is $5.99. This is pizza number 1. Rule, for example, you know, the price $5.99 to stay. Add a picture. You can add this picture and then select to crop it. Okay, so click the OK button. I'm happy with that, and click OK. And if I want to add another product or meal, so call it pizza 2, price $9.95, and this is pizza number 2, and rule stay or take away. Add picture, pizza, open, and then I need to crop it. okay, I'm happy with that, and press the OK button here, and there you go. So if you take it from the start, you've got the catalog, you've got the set meals. So if I click on the icon set meal, I've got these two, and then click on pizza one, you'll see the image of the pizza and the description as well as the price. Now there is a third way you can add a full bespoke menu into the app, but that is for the premium users only. Now if you need to have access to that, please do let me know in the student discussion area and I'll give you access to that. But for the free edition, you can only have either the catalog on and the set meal as well, but you can't have the e-commerce functionality. Hi guys, and welcome back. In this lecture, I'm going to show you how easy it is to embed an RSS feed into your app. So what we need to do is to go to all and then locate the RSS feed here, or you can go to media and it's the first option, RSS feed. Click that and it will be embedded within your pages. Now you need to put the URL address of the RSS feed, so it's not your website address or any website for that matter. It is an RSS link that you need, and I'm going to show you how. Now if you go to, for example, the nestlefamily.com website, you'll be able to see the RSS feed right at the bottom here. This is how they've done it. So for example, if I click on the mango tart recipe, and right at the bottom I can see the recipes as well as the nutrition articles RSS feeds. So if I right click on this link and then copy link location, go back into my app and then paste this and save it, I'll be able to see all my recipes here from that particular website. Okay, and if I click on the fruit salad with cocoa milk, I can see the picture, and if I click the show article, and that will take me into the website itself. Now the RSS feed is very important to embed into any app, as you don't have to constantly update any links at all or any latest news. So if you have an RSS feed into your website, is very much advisable to embed your RSS feed, as you can pull all the latest articles and news from your website to your app direct. Managing pictures and videos using this platform is very easy. Let's have a look at how this is done. So from add pages, you scroll down to media, and then you'll see the images and the videos tabs here. So if you want to embed images into your app, so click the images button and that will embed the images tab into your app. So now you can either change your icon or you can change the page name here. So instead of images, you can call it pictures or image or gallery or whatever you want to call it, and you can activate or deactivate this link or this app link from here as well. So the first thing we need to do now is to click the plus sign. You've got three different options. You can embed a Picasso gallery here and you can search for that. You can embed Instagram or your images. So let's have a look at how embedding images from your own computer looks like. So click images and gallery name, let's call it my gallery, and then send your pictures. So click browse, and then you can upload multi pictures, so you can select few of these pictures at the same time and then click open, and then you can add a title and descriptions for each as well if you choose to. And then press the OK button and that will start uploading your images here, and you can see them here as well. So if you click the back button and click the images icon, you'll see them here. And if you click the first image, click on the second image, and so on. And you can scroll these images as well. This is how easy it is to embed images. Now if you want to embed videos, exactly the same as what we've done with the images section, so you scroll down to the media section and then videos, and then you can change the icon, change the page name, whether that is going to be active or deactive, and then the plus sign. You can embed videos, podcast, and Vimeos as well. So in terms of YouTube videos, you need to put the gallery name and the search parameter and the type, whether it's a channel, search, or a user, and then click the OK button, and that will embed different videos here for you. So that's how easy it is to embed videos here. You can also change the background image or color here as well. Okay, so if we call this as shoes, parameter shoes, and type search, press the OK button, you'll see different videos coming up for shoes, or the keyword shoes here. This live event will be in a few moments. Okay, let's have a look at another one. Hey, no, no, no. Hey, no. Okay, that's just by typing the keyword shoes into the search. Now you have to remember, now in your back office, you need to put the API key as well for YouTube in order for this to work. Now if you find right at the top you've got a red error message coming up, then that means you've not embedded the API key into your back office. Okay, so you really need to do that prior to doing this step. And thanks for watching, guys. Hi guys, and welcome back. In this lecture I'm going to show you how you can embed a booking or reservations into your app. So the first thing we need to go is the add pages section, and then scroll down to contact. And there are two ways you can do this, either by clicking the booking or by the form. Now if you click the booking, you will have a pre-made fields already populated for you, so you don't have to do anything apart from embedding this and adding the actual form. So it's already been added into my app or my pages here. And again, you can change the icon from this section, change the name of the page, whether it's active or not, and then click the plus sign, and then the actual location. So for example, Blackburn, and that's where I live, and then my email address, and then click OK. Now the reason for that is you will get an email notification once anybody fills in this this form. Okay, so, and it's already got a as I said, it's already got pre-made fields for you. So you've got the first name and last name, phone, email, people number, location, date and time, the booking details, any comments, and then send. So once it's sent, it's going to be sent to your email address. Now the second option is to go down again to add pages and contact, and then form, whereby you can create your own bespoke form and fields. So again, change the icon if you wish, change the page names, active or not, and right here where it says manage fields, you need to add a section. So I'm calling it bookings. Okay, and then now you can add specific fields. So for example, I'll call this as name, and then what sort of a field it is. So if you hover over each section, it'll tell you what it is. So I want the name always associated with text, so I'll need to add a text, and OK. Add another field which is called, for example, you call it as email, and then you need to select which one is associated, which field is associated with it. So usually it's the @ sign. If you hover over it, it will tell you it is email. So click email, OK, and then add another field, and we can call it, for example, uploads, and then you can go to the images, so people can upload an image if you want, and OK, and that's it really. So the recipient email, which is the email going to be sent to, which is khaled01@gmail.com, that's going to go to me. OK, so once I'm done, the form will be instantly active for you. So if you click the back button, now if I go to more and I go to form, I have my booking form here, my name, the name, the email address. I can add or upload an image, and then I can send it. So if I go Khaled email, khaled@e200.com, I can add an image, but it's not going to work here. It's going to work when it's actually live, and I can send it, and it will tell you the form has been sent successfully. You can also check whether the form has worked for you or not. Just go to your email. Mine is the Gmail, the one that I specified, and there it is, me, your apps form. Hello, your form has been filled out. These are the answers: name, Khaled, email, khaled@e200.com. So I know the form is working for me. Okay, and that's how you can embed a booking or a reservation form into this app. And I'll see you guys in the next lecture. Thanks for watching. Hi guys, and welcome back. The more pages you add into your app, the more it's going to look very cluttered and messy. So what you need to do is to organize yourself in folders and subfolders if you can. So for example, in this app, you'll see the number of pages are started to accumulate here. So I've got quite a lot. If on the emulator, if I click the more button, you're going to see a really long list, and your customer is not going to like that. So what we need to do is to add a folder and add some of these inside that particular folder. So this is what we need to do. To go to add pages, go to the miscellaneous tab, and then click on the folder, and that will add a folder into our app. Now we need to call the folder, for example, gallery. Okay, and then inside the folder we need to press the plus sign here, and then you can add a picture and a subtitle, or you can leave it as is. Now these are all the pages that you've already got on your app. So I called this gallery, and I want to embed these two image links as well as the video. So I click the first image, and then I click on the second one, and I click on the video, and these are the three tabs that I've already had in my app. So now they are inside my folder, which is called gallery. Okay, so now if I go back to the main section, now I can see, if I click on the more button, although you're going to see them here, but press the refresh twice, you'll see that the images and the videos have disappeared, and they've already gone here. They've already embedded in my folder. So if I click folder, you're going to see the images and videos. And these are the videos, if you remember, that we've already embedded before. Okay, so If I click the refresh button twice, let's see how our app looks like. And there you go. Now it's called gallery. And the images and the video tabs have already disappeared and they've gone into the gallery. So really, if things didn't work out on the emulator, don't worry and don't panic too much. Just a couple of refreshes and it will get sorted. Okay, this is a fairly new open source platform, so there are quite a few issues yet still to be sorted within this platform. However, it is free, so make the best out of it. Okay guys, and that's how easy it is to organize yourself in a really nice way. If you have far too many tabs in your app. Say for example you're not happy with this gallery tab here and you want to completely remove it, so what you need to do is to go to your pages and go to your gallery tab and then just press the X button here, and don't worry about it, your images and the video tabs will still remain as they are and they will be transferred into the main section here. As you can see, I've got the 2 image tabs and the video tab here as well, so nothing have been lost. All you've done is you've got rid of the gallery folder and whatever inside the folder has gone into the main section of your app. And see you guys in the next lecture. If you are happy with all the features you've added into your app, it is now time to move on. So click application and we need to change the app icon. To do that, click the change your icon button and select your image or the icon you've already made. So if I click this image, I'll be able to go and crop it. So for example, I'll leave it to that and I click OK. And then you can see my icon here. Now next, we need to change the startup image for your app. Now we've got different sizes and for different devices as well. So please do change all of these. There are quite a few free and paid tools which you can change your images, some of which are Photoshop, Pixlr.com, GIMP, Photoscape and Paint.net. Now Photoshop is the only premium tool that you can purchase. All the other ones are free, some of which are downloadable, others are cloud-based. I'm going to put all these in the resources section for you so you don't have to take any notes. Okay, it is now time to go and publish your app. Okay guys, we've got a fantastic looking app. So what do? Do we publish it to the Google Play Store or iOS, iTunes, or both at the same time? To me, apps are faster and easier to get approved by Google Play Store as opposed to the iTunes Store. Usually you can get an app approved within 24 to 48 hours, or sometimes a lot faster than that, by Google, whereby it will take 2 to 4 weeks at least by iTunes. It is easier to compile the APK file for Android, and I'm going to show you how we're going to be compiling that at a later lecture. Now, for whatever reason you need to re-upload your app or modify it, change it, or start all over again or whatever, the time taken for the approval process by the iTunes Store will make things a lot difficult and harder to have a solid app on iTunes. So I would recommend to start with an Android app, test it, upload it, play with it, ask your friends, colleagues, family to evaluate it and give you some really constructive and good feedback. Now once you are happy with your app and you feel that it's got no faults or no issues at all, then create an iOS app and publish it to the iTunes Store. Hi guys, if you decide to use push notification into your app, then you need to do the following setting before publishing your app. Okay, so the first thing we need to go to is your back office, and then go to your settings and then push, and you need to put the GCM key and the sender ID. Now to find these, you need to go to your Google Developer Console and create a project, and then copy the API key and your project ID or the sender ID and press the save button. Now if you need any help creating that, then please do let me know in the student discussion area and be more than happy to help you. Now you go back into your app editor and go to your add pages section, and then to the contact, and then add the push notification. Now that you've done that, press the plus sign. After your app is being approved and live, you can go to this section, add a title, and then put the message, whatever message that you want. Okay, and then you can add an image or not. Press the arrow, and then you can send it to no specific location or to a specific location, so using the GPS postcode. So if I click the second link, if I put my postcode here, BB23TF, and then I can decide the actual radius I need to target. So on here, say 10 or 20 mile radius, or here it's in kilometers, 40 kilometers. So I can target specific people within a 40-kilometer radius here. Now that I'm happy with the radius, I can click the arrow key, and then I can send it to all my users, or I can send it to a specific topic. Now at the moment this is grayed out because I've not got the topics section, so if I need to use that, then I need to go back to add pages and click the topics tab, and then I can create a topic, and I can also manage my topics here, so I can add a title and a description, and then my push notification with the topic areas will be selected. So anybody that has subscribed to a specific topic, I can just target them with the push notification. Now there is also a new feature within this app editor, but it is a premium subscription. If you want to buy a module which will enable you to target specific users as well, but that again, that is a premium service, which I think cost about 30 or 40 euros, a one-off payment. And that's how you can send push notifications to your users. So first we need to create the app key in the Google Developer Console, then add that into our back office. After that, go to the add pages, contacts, and then add the push notification link we need, and then once the app is live, we can start using the push notifications. And thanks for watching, guys. The last step we need to do is to go to the publications section and try to download our files. But before doing that, we need to look at a couple of steps. Now the first thing, we need to look into the general information and the application name. Is it still going to be what you've originally called it, or you can change it here. Please do not change the bundle ID, just leave it as is. Now if you would like to monetize your app, all you need to do is to click this button here, and for iOS you need to put your AdMob ID and the format, and for Android you need to put your mob ID and the format as well. That's all what you need to do. Now, AdMob, for those who are not familiar with it, it is a form of advertising which belongs to Google. So it is a Google advertising platform, and it is very popular. So if you would like to monetize it, please do sign up for the AdMob account. You can download your mobile source code, and you can download the iPhone version or the iPhone without the ads, and the Android version. Now this, if you selected the ad, it will be downloaded for you as well. Once you download it, we need to go and generate the APK file, which I'm going to show you how to do that in a second.